When they tell you is a dog in Canada, that is a compliment. Yeah. But when they tell you is a dog in the Caribbean, watch it could cause a fight. Now, a dog is man's best friend, ain't necessarily apply to we in the Caribbean, But in Canada, yes. Now, don't get me wrong, I like dogs, I love them, but only when I'm in Trinidad. Caribbean dogs know their place. They belong to the yard. So when I see people here living with dog and sleeping with dog, me can't fathom that approach at all. No, sir. I can't commit my life to walking a dog twice a day. No, sir. Dog in the Caribbean know to walk and run about the place by themselves. Jump over the fence, go down by the neighbor, topple the garbage bin, and if he's an egg sucker, rush 2-3 hens in the neighbor yard. But something definitely wrong in this place. When people seeking companionship in a dog, that love affairs that's turned sour because of a dog. Now, I try to understand this whole situation between Caribbean dog and Canadian dog. And I see a sister walking her dog the other day. Now, you don't see black people walking dogs, So I see a sister walking her dog, and I say, what a lovely pooch you got there. And I proceed to bend down to play with the dog. Hello, pooch. The dog rushed me. I say, you is not a Canadian dog. What, you on a visitor visa, you overstay time? You file refugee status, what is your story? First to begin, Caribbean dog is to chase thief and bandit. To alert you when a stranger is at the gate. To rush postman and Jehovah Witness on Sunday morning. Because when you hear a set of commotion outside your door on a Sunday morning, close your curtains, Jehovah Witness passing. Dog place of abode is in the yard. They know the following commands. Mash, come from here. Dog don't come in house, so they have to be invited in. And when they do come in, they just come in quick, and run back out. They ain't even waiting for you to say, Mash, come from here. The other day, I tried calling a dog using that same command in Toronto. The dog ain't see me yet. Then the owner of the dog turned around and tell me that he doesn't respond to such commands. His name is George. I said, oh, no wonder why. He had time with me. He's sniffing out weapons of mass destruction. The other day, the Ontario government, they banned all pit bulls. Apparently, a pit bull killed some little boy in Ontario, and the Ontario government decided to ban all pit bulls in the province. So they mandate the Humane Society to put the dog to sleep. Well, after a while, the Humane Society tell Queen's Park that they ain't bothered to put the dog to sleep because it has been rehabilitated. Now tell me, dogs ain't shrink now? What I want to know is what a pit bull could rehabilitate into. He must be turned a pumpback. Dog rehabilitation center, I could see it now. Would be a thriving business. I mean, could you imagine dog detox center? Or even dog anonymous groups? What they will discuss? Hi, I'm Bruno, recovering pit bull for 13 years. And this is Peaches, recovering Doberman for 3 years. Give Peaches a clap. I see a friend of mine, she transferred from Trinidad to work with the Trinidad Consulate's office in Toronto. And of course she moved lock, stock and barrel from Trinidad, including her 2 collier dogs. And when the dogs start to bark in the night, as normal Caribbean dogs do, they sleep in the day and they bark all night. Because they see jumbies, duppies. When the dogs start to bark, the neighbor complained. I said, but that is very strange. I thought Canadians like dogs. She said, yes, they do, but they mustn't bark. The neighbor tell her that she must take her dog to obedience school so it wouldn't bark and make noise in her head. Now tell me, that is what the dog there to do in the first place. Bark! And that is what I notice here. Canadian dogs don't bark at people. They bark at other dogs when they're walking in the park. I know must be some form of greeting or something. I mean, oh God, man. I mean, it's bad enough that you know, all the dogs in this country, it seems like most of them are spayed. They want them to hush them out too. I mean, we in the Caribbean, we don't spade our dogs, you know, it's true Catholic dog we have. You're not into this contraception business. They must make their puppies twice a year. And if you don't want the dog to breed when she's in heat, what you do is you lock she up in the kennel. No pampers. What I always do in Jamaica, that is the So you lock she up in a kennel with a padlock, big padlock on the door and a serious 2x4 piece of lumber jamming against the door. Because when you hear that bitch in heat, it's all the bulldogs from the village, all of them is come and camp out by your doorsteps. And some serious warfare that's be taking place down there. Don't talk about when they decide to eat off the padlock and the 2x4, you have jamming against the door. Canadian dogs, they will never know the joys of sweetness. Because the owners and them busy robbing them of their nature. But you see me, when you hear I dead and gone, I want to come back as a Canadian dog. Because listen, whenever somebody tell you you're a dog now, you know, take a bow, you know. Take a bow, because that I think is a compliment. But when I dead and gone, I want to come back as a Canadian dog, where I could stoop and poop and somebody right there to scoop. That is my story, and I am sticking to it, frankly speaking.